Multiversus Spikes tier list. Because I play DK in Smash, so I'm pretty much a spike connoisseur. Who else could do this other than me? Okay, Shaggy. His spike is like, alright. I don't really like the animation too much, but it's pretty strong, it has good range. And the sound effect, listen to it. It's like a solid B tier. Speaking of B, Batman is in the house. And, this is a pretty great animation. Has pretty good kill power too. Yeah, I would give this an A. Taz is like the definition of a B/C tier. I mean, the animation is pretty cool. The sound effect is pretty cool. It's not that strong. It's not that weak. It hits 2 times, so that's pretty cool. Let's say B. B is fair. Garnets I personally don't really like too much, but I'm also not the biggest fan of charged spikes, so I'm kind of biased. It's kind of strong if you charge it, it's kind of weak if you don't. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a C, I'm sorry. Now, Jake doesn't only have 1, but 2 cool spikes. Oops. There we go. So, since both of them are pretty cool, I'm gonna go ahead and give Jake a first S tier, just for the variety of having 2 cool spikes. Finn is another character with 2 spikes, this one, and this one. Which, this move is incredibly satisfying to hit. I don't know what it is about this move, but it's incredibly satisfying. This one is not as satisfying, but pretty good too. I'm gonna go ahead and give this, like, Finn as a character an A tier. Arya Stark is kinda like Finn's, but less cool, but you can do this. Oops, I messed it up. You can do this. Which is, you can combo a spike into a side B into another spike. Into an up B, I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a B tier. Harley Quinn is kinda... She has like the Mega Man-esque spike. The cool thing is you can't angle it though, so that... I mean the spike's kinda not that cool, right? But the fact that you can angle it saves it and makes it a B. Yeah, B is fair. Lebron, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, probably the best spike animation. It's so cool. The sound effect is awesome. But it's not that big and it's also not that strong. So, A tier it is. Wonder Woman is another, like, I don't know, just so... I mean, it doesn't have, like, an identity, you know? At least Finn, like, slams a sword down and she's just like, stab. So, I don't know, this is like a C tier, I'm sorry. This is just kind of a bland spike, if you ask me. Now, for Superman, I would probably give him a B, because he has a charged spike too. But at least it's like a good punch, you know? He knows how to deliver a good single punch. But Superman also has this. Superman also has this. But Superman also has this. And that is incredibly badass. I'm gonna go ahead and put Superman in the S tier for only that. Iron Giant. This is a pretty cool move, but not as cool of a spike, you know? I mean, it's decently strong. I'm gonna go ahead and give it... Yeah, an A tier overall. I kinda like this more than I expected it. Than I expected to like it. If that makes sense. Steven, he has this kind of Goku-like punch, which, I mean, it's also kind of like Donkey Kong forward air, so I can't not give this a good rating. It's a pretty satisfying move. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A. Rain Dog, I mean, his projectiles can semi-spike you, I guess, if you get hit by them, like, diagonally from above. Which I'm too dumb to demonstrate. But his main spike is this. Which is one of the most satisfying moves in this game to hit. It's also, I mean, it's a charged one, but it's at least like not a single punch. It's like a big swing, so it makes sense that it charges. I'm gonna go ahead and give this an A. Velma is like another charged one, but the animation, she drops her glasses and reaches for them, and I mean, look at the charge. You can see how dramatic this is for her. So I can't not give this at least an A, especially considering it's pretty strong. So yeah, A tier it is. Bugs Bunny, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that gave me like 5,000 clicks on my last video. Thanks again for the support. I would love to give this guy an S tier, but I mean, the animation is kind of basic, but really cool. I love the sound effect, like the little cartoony slip. But it just doesn't deliver as much of a punch as you would expect. Like, he swings this thing around, and then he kind of stops before actually hitting the opponent, so it's kind of not as strong. So I can't give this more than an A. I'm sorry, Bugs. And now we have not only Tom and Jerry, which is the last character, but also, in my opinion, the single best Spike in the game. Look at this beauty. He strikes so far down. This is like a proper slap, Bugs. This is how you slam somebody downward. The sound effect is so good, it's so strong, it's so satisfying to hit, it's so much fun to hit. This is a perfect Spike. S+ tier for Tom and Jerry. And this concludes the Spike tier list. Subscribe, check out my Twitch and Twitter, and yeah, all the good stuff. See ya! And have a nice day, of course.